Hello, YouTubers. Fans, I assume. First timers, welcome. This is a Florida Man ranked War of the Spark draft here. Best of one. We're in Diamond Tier 4 and we're trying to get to Mythic. Let's make some good decisions. This pack is weird. I don't know what to do, to be honest. Ashiok can be good in the right type of deck, but it's not really something I want first pick. Callous Dismissal has been really strong. Laurel Rune Enforcer is good, but it's in white, which is meh. Thunder Drake and Chandra's Pilot Helix and Burling Prophet are all good cards as well, but not first pickable. I think I'm just gonna go with the Ugin's Conjurant and see what's open. I've never been disappointed running this card. And here, Tamrio's Epiphany is good blue, Aven Eternal, Bond of Insight. These are all good in kind of like the blue-red spells deck. Everything else is kind of mediocre. I do like Paradise Druid. It helps us fix, helps us ramp. It's a good card. Okay, I think here we can go into a Mowu. There's really nothing else too exciting in this pack, to be honest. Not much worth discussing. Okay. I do like Jing Yangu. It works really well with our two cards we have already. We get to maybe do some busted multicolor stuff or do a ramp deck, and I think Cure is actually really good with that too. It lets you untap things and ramp a little bit more. So now we're just gonna. Oh my God! Shut up. So now we're gonna. Nothing really sticking out for me here. I might just take this Giant Growth and stay super open. Band Together is a good green card here. I do like Lazotep Plating, but let's just do New Horizons, and now we can basically run anything we want. I'll take my first Thunder Drake. We end up doing that. Here, maybe we end up doing like a Light Shield kind of thing. I think the Courage and Crisis is good with two Planeswalkers already. I do like Tefari's Time Twist, so maybe we end up green-blue Proliferate. We have a lot of counter stuff going on already. And we open some decent blue cards here. Narset's Reversal. I'm unsure if I like this or not. Copy target instant sorcery spell, then return it to its owner's hands. So if you can play this on your own spell, it's so good. And it's like it's nice if you can play on your opponent's spell, but they get to play it again. I think we just want Jace's Triumph here. Draws cards and hopefully pick up some bombs that we can basically play any bomb now. And I do like Elite Guard Mage and definitely Splashable in our deck. I like Contestant's Plan, but Merfolk Skydiver is going to be pretty dang nasty in this deck. We just need to make sure we actually get enough creatures to work well with it. I do like Grateful Apparition a lot. Centaur Nurturer helps us ramp and splash more, but I think Rescuer Phoenix is good enough to where we want to pick it up here. It's good with Enter the Battlefield effects like Iron Bully. You can rebuy Ugin's Conjurant when you have much more land. You can save a Planeswalker. And it's just a nice evasive threat. Fibblethop is good. Excuse me. Ooh. Fibblethop is good. And it helps you kind of like stall the board out, get to your better cards. But I think a second Band Together is going to be good in these colors. It's hard to come by removal. Here, I think we don't want two Cura, so I'm just going to go for this Ashiok Skulker to get in. It's not the most exciting pickup. Same with Thundering Ceratok. I think we can just do big, beefy things. We have a lot of ramp already, so that's good. I guess having the first Snare Spinner isn't terrible. We've passed a lot of Gateway Plazas, but we have enough fixing, and we're not trying to splash for anything else at this point. We don't have any strong instants or sorcery spells, but I think I'm going to take Spellkeeper Weird over the second New Horizon. Here, maybe we want Stealth Mission, but probably not. I don't mind Erratic Visionary. Helps us find our good cards. Okay, let's open a bomb here. We have a pretty nice cohesive deck here, but no, we're a little low on power level. Okay, we might splash Domri here. There's also a Pollen Bright Druid, which is just super good in this kind of deck. You can throw counters on something, you can proliferate. We have a lot of counter stuff going on already. Domri is a nice, cancels out any counters, lets us fight things. How many creatures do we even have? We have a decent amount. We don't have any non-creature spells. I guess our 3-drop is kind of short of creatures. I think Pollen Bright Druid is is going to be good enough in this deck. Ooh. Much as I love Bolas' Citadel, there's a Rasket here. It's on color, so let's do that. Here, I don't think I mind splashing a Tide Bearer Giant. Gives us some more upside. We don't really have to try that hard to get into our deck. I think the first Cure as Dambreaker is going to be better than Centaur Nurturer. We need some beefy things. That's how we're going to win this game. The second Mobu looks good. Actually, I think I'm going to take a third Band Together. It's just super great removal. Here, I think we try to splash Ral's Outburst. We have so many fixing things that I'm not too upset, especially now that we got a Centaur Nurturer. And here, now it's just going to be like whatever. It's best of one, so sideboard doesn't really matter. Maybe we take a Ward Scale. We'll see how we cut this stuff down. I do like Vivian's Grizzly. I think we have some stuff to cut out here. Okay, let's see what are we working with. I don't think we're gonna need Giant Growth. I don't think we're gonna need Spellkeeper Weird. We're not buying back anything too great. Actually, we might. Let's see. It's gonna be a little harder than I thought. I just don't think we need Ashiok Skulker here. We'll fix the mana after we make our cuts. Maybe Iron Bullet can go. We have enough ways to put counters on things. I do like New Horizons. I do like Sarah Spitter. Maybe we lose one of these 2-drops. We do have 4 solid 2-drop creatures, which I feel like is enough. So maybe we lose this Erratic Visionary. I think maybe we lose... What's our creature count here? 15 and 11. Okay, so we can cut a couple creatures and be fine. Yeah, I think we lose one of these two. Which one's going to be better for us? I think we have stronger creatures to find and planeswalkers than we do spells to buy back. Let's lose Spellkeeper Weird. And I do like the first Snare Spinner, but do we have enough protection in the air already? We could kill 3 things in the air. Got some good targeted removal. We got a couple flyers. Yeah, let's lose the Snare Spinner. Maybe we want Tefari's Time Twist. I like this card for like planeswalkers and stuff. Or if cards with Enter the Battlefield effects, which we have. So let's do that. And then let's lose a... Okay, we have 13 creatures, so maybe we do lose a Band Together, just because if we don't have creatures out, they're kind of dead in hand. Let's do that. We don't have a ton of target removal, so we have to, actually, maybe we lose the Time Twist, put back in the Band Together. I think it's more responsible. And now we have Paradise Druid, we have Jin Yang, we have New Horizons, and we have Centaur Nurture. So that's 4 sources of mana of any color. Plus anything with the counter on it, as long as we have Jin Yang out. So I think we can lose the swamp. Maybe we run 1 mountain. Nah, we're fine. So let's see. 2, 3, 1, 2. Want 7 islands? I feel like that's enough. We definitely don't want to double on green here. Let's do that. I think the splashes might be a little greedy, but we need some high end, and Ral's Outburst is really super strong card. And then Tide Bearer Giant, you're not playing till pretty late in the game, so it's likely we'll find our one of our fixing sources by then. And it's card draw, so what more do you want? I hope that's not super annoying. Doing that. Hands itchy. I just got back from a camping trip, and I feel like I got nature on me, and now I'm all... I mean, I took a shower, but you know, something you rub up against plants and grasses and stuff when you're tossing a frisbee and your friends can't throw worth shit. I wonder why. Is no one playing? Is no one playing? There we go. Elione. I think I added too much accent to that, but that's how I'm gonna say it. Uh, yeah, we can drop a Conjured on turn 3 into Mowu. We're a little far away from playing our Rescuer Phoenix with only 7 islands in our deck and none in our starting hand, but that's okay. That's fine. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna play Conjured as a 3, and then we have a 3, 4, 5 to go into. Well, maybe playing it as a 3 doesn't make any sense anymore. Maybe I play this as a 4 on turn 4. And that's better than Mobu. I mean, if I just play this on a 3, it's sitting back, holding that 1 damage. Which is not going to do much. So I think I'd rather drop this as a 4/4. That can actually attack through the Spellkeeper weird. Now they have a nice spell to buy back, though, unfortunately. Combine Druid's going to be good in this game at some point. Get Mowu down, and this on turn 6. Pump this thing to a 5/5. Then we'll have a 4/4, 4/5, and a 5/5 out, which is kind of nice. But maybe not have this 4/4. Okay, so they get to doing the tempo play here. I think I'd rather get the Thundering Ceratok down now. Does functionally the same thing as a 4/5/5 on this board. And next turn we can go to the Moru Pollenbright Druid, and then we can play a 6/6 Ujin's Conjurant. Getting our Rescuer Phoenix will be nice after we play our Pollenbright Druid, because we can pop this back and proliferate. Hey, welcome to the stream. Game 1 of our single elimination rank drafts here. Okay, so being low on health and having the Cyclops out is not ideal here, so we might want to trade for it. I think here we Mowu and then we Pollenbright. Well, let's attack with this actually. If they want to trade off this for this, I will do it. Okay, so now we Mowu and then we Pollenbright Druid. Because I think we can win this race. If they want to spend 5 mana to just make this not block and swing with everything, because then we can chump block here. We can swing back for 9. We can Cura into Rescuer's Phoenix and bounce this back if this stays alive, I think, though. 6. Yeah, we could do that. Which would be good, because then we get to draw a card and we get a flyer on board. They have a Proliferate land out. Yeah, so if they attack with everything, that's 6 damage. They can kill us next turn if we don't have a blocker. Okay, so they're going for it. So this is 7 damage. We can't kill them next turn, can we? Okay, so I think the best thing we could do is just get out bodies on the ground, especially a flyer here. So what do we want to do here? We can attack for 9. No way to put more counters on this. We can attack for 9. We have 7 mana up, so we can play Rescuer Phoenix and Cura. Rescuer Sphinx and Cura. Do we want to play Cura, or do we want to just do Rescuer Sphinx and then another 3/3 body to block? And then just attack with our 5/5? Maybe that's the plan here. Or maybe we don't attack at all. I think I like Cura into Rescuer Sphinx, but then we can't bounce anything, make this a 4/4 anyway. Maybe that's pointless. So let's get in for 5 here. I do like the idea of dropping this, but man, sucks that they killed our Pollenbright. I think we just play this as a 3/2, and then we just drop this as a 3/3. Not ideal. Or maybe we drop this, and because what happens? Okay, what's having another land thing doing? If they could kill one, and then it's unlikely that they could kill one of these, and then also do this. I think we do Cura here. I think it's going to be better for us in the long run. It's a little risky, but they have to have 2 removal spells for 2 big things, which these colors don't really do that well. Or they have to have 1 removal spell and still have 4 mana to kill us. Well, that can do 2 to the face. Or it could kill this, and then this thing gets in for 2. But then we threaten good damage here. We have to kind of threaten this dead, or else this thing and this thing can kill us next turn. This might be a little tough, depending on what we draw. Oh, and they have that. Ugh. Ooh. 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 Okay, so this is good. So we definitely dropped this. Now, the question is, what do we put the counter on? I think we put the counter on this. Make it a 7/7. And then we can swing with this for this threatening proliferation. And we can get this up to a 9/9, so they have to throw 6 health in front of it. So at least both of these things. So we can kill both these things and still do 1 to this. And then we could have a chump block in the air. I think that's what we do. So we do this. Put the counter here. Swing here. Now, if they block all 3, what happens if we... This doesn't die, so what happens if we don't pump it? We can get out a Conjure it, draw a card. Is that good? I don't think so. So let's kill this and... Actually, maybe we want to play this spell. No, if we leave this Cyclops alive, we're dead. So let's do that, and I guess... Now the question is it better to play out a Conjure it or just pump everything? Because then if we pump everything, all of these 3 die. And then they have a 1/1 on the ground. And I think that's better than playing out Conjure it here. So let's... It doesn't really matter how we organize this. Let's do that. And then now, if they don't have removal or bounce for our Skydiver, we can survive this thing. And then maybe win next turn. I think that's the best thing we could do. Untapping anything doesn't do anything. This thing gets highlighted, we're in trouble. I guess they could kill this with this, and if they have 2 non-creature spells, they can pump this double. We're going to make them have it, though. Between these 2 things, we're threatening lethal, though, so they can't just not... I mean, this thing can be 11. We're going to have 15 damage on board to get through lethal, and they only have 3 blockers and 11 health, so if they attack with this, there goes 2 of their... This is close. This is close for sure. They don't have a very obvious way of killing us, so that's good. Like, if they just have removal for this, I think we'd be dead by now. If they had Heartfire, we'd be dead. Okay, so we gotta block this. And we have to kind of kill them next turn or find answers to this, because I'm assuming they're going to pop off 2 to the face right now. Make this lethal next turn. Oh, okay. Not over yet. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, we attack... Wait a second. Do we just kill him if we remove this thing? I think so. What could they have for 2 here? They could have Lesotep plating. But I guess if they have it, we lose anyway, right? Because then we can't kill this if they have it. Yeah, I think we just go for this. Alright, I think we have it. You could block one of them, but they're both trample. Nice. Whew. What a draw. Man, we kind of drew rank up. Look at that. We kind of drew 2 cards in a row that were both very much needed to win that game. So that's nice. Maybe I want that Snare Spinner back. We seem pretty weak to flyers. Let's lose this Vivian's Grizzly. I don't think that's as important in this deck. Ooh, okay. 1-0. That one was earned with a little luck. We had to think through some plays there, and I think the little things made a difference. Getting the Mowu pumped over getting the Conjurate out, I think, made a big deal. So we could have trample damage. Though I think we would have been attacking with like a 4/4, 7/7, and a 4/5 with the 7/7 4/5 having trample. So even if they chump block the 4/4, we'd still be doing 11 in that instance. So maybe it didn't make that big of a difference. Ajaya scared me. Thought they had us. I wonder what they were holding in their hand. You know, one was Drake. Maybe it was just a land and something else, but I thought they missed a land drop. Maybe it was just a bunch of creatures of that caliber that didn't really affect the board too much. What a douchey looking planeswalker. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep this. We have running 10 forests. We have plays in our hand for just islands. Okay, Centaur Nurturer is gonna be nice. We're gonna have Rouse Outburst going. Okay, so then maybe a little beat down here. We can play Conjurate for 3, regardless of what we draw. I think is the play here. Actually, you cancel? There we go. I think I'm going to play Kiora, because the next turn we can play Conjured for 4, draw a card. And then this is only going to take 2. Is that greedy? We play Conjures 3/3. We can block it. Yeah, maybe that's greedy. I don't think we need the value against a deck like this. We need to stay alive. Green-white doesn't have a lot of draw spells. They don't have a lot of ways to create a lot of card advantage, so if you just make sure you survive their early onslaught. We can make this a 3/2, that's fine. We can drop our Nurturer next turn, get him for 3 here. Centaur Nurturer is so good against this type of deck. Gains a life, it gives us a good blocker. Next turn I'll have... Okay, this is getting to the point where we just Rouse Outburst it next turn. Let's do that. There we go. And that's why we tap how we tap. And now we're winning this race, so I don't mind swinging in with this. Especially with holding 2 band-togethers. And the ability to pump 2 of our creatures in hand. Okay, that makes it a little awkward about this race, but it's still not too bad, actually. Okay, so now we can... I think we go here. You swing with these 2, and then we can untap Conjurate as a blocker with Kiora, and then leave a band together. I think I like that. I will block this Sword Scale. You might have something here, but okay. Now what? Okay, that's not too terrible actually. We get it down to a 2/2 this turn. We'll use our mana a little better. We can't proliferate. We have actually, how much mana do we have access to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can't proliferate and then band together and kill this next turn. So let's wait and see what we draw. Mowu is good too, but I kind of like the proliferate band together plan. Because then we get in for 3. This thing dies, and they only have 2 power. Yeah, so let's do that. So let's proliferate. Untap this. Oh wait, this thing doesn't get a counter. Oops. Well, in that case, we will attack with this, and then we will proliferate, or we'll band together on their turn after they've claimed attacks, and then we can block with our Centaur Nurturer and eat it. Oh, that was stupid. Oh well. Man, what sloppy play. I should have declared blockers and then did it, but what can you do? Okay. Here we definitely get Mowu down. We need another blocker. That's the way we lose. We swing in the air with the Skydiver. And then I think we if we untap a land, we could proliferate, and if we untap this, we have another blocker. Now, what's a world where we lose without having the blocker? I think I like the proliferate plan better. Actually, no. Let's just play it safe. Let's give us a blocker here. We're at band together if anything goes too wrong. That's fine. We're going to see what they have. The flyer, not a big deal. They might tap out playing that, thinking that they're going to have at least one more turn to survive now. Oh, okay. They're just really going for something here. I think they die in the air if they just play land and play the flyer. Okay, so we will not put our Merfolk Skydiver in the way of harm here. Yeah, okay. So now we just win. We'll see how they do attacks, but we will band together end of turn. They don't really have good attacks now. Okay. And that is game. Nice. Okay. So far, so good. 2-0. Let's keep this going. I'm feeling good. Blue-green proliferate is so good. I feel like it's the best archetype in the format if you get the right pieces. It just gets out of control so fast. It's usually not short on mana, and it turns every mediocre creature into something that could be a massive threat. And all of a sudden, you have to have players using premium removal on, like what you played as like a 2-1 early on in the game. It's now the 6-5 trample with not that much effort. So they're using a Spark Harvest or an Omnixil's Cruelty, so you're trading up on mana there. Just get wild. Okay, this is not bad. We have our Centaur Nurturer, so that's going to be our island if we need it. Ujin's Conjuring in our starting hand all 3 times has been nice because it gives us a little assurance that we're going to have a 3-drop. If they don't have a board, I am definitely going to Kiora. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm going to Kiora into that, no problem. It lets us ramp into Centaur Nurturer or a 4-drop Ujin's Conjurant, which is nice, because then we get to draw a card. We get something that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to play just a 4-drop Ujin's Conjurant. What? You're not going to attack? You going to go for face? Weird to play Snare Spinner as a white-green deck. I feel like white-green usually tries to be offensive. To me, this tells me that they have some Planeswalkers in their deck that they want to guard. Because I'm not sure why you would have this in your deck otherwise. So we gotta keep an eye out for some Planeswalkers. That's fine. That's cool, because then we can play... I think just playing a 5/5 Conjurant is better than playing the Ward Scale right now. We don't have anything to bounce with this. Vraska can't block this. Yeah, let's... Actually, the word scale is nice. I might actually just trade with the wolf here in this scenario. This gives them like a profitable trade for them. But we're gonna get to draw another card off this, and we have really good cards in our hand, so I don't mind trading resources like this. Giant Growth won't save it either, which is nice. They can't band together it. This, they can search for creature card, which might make me want to not attack as much, because then we can actually pressure this a bit more. So if I don't block this here, this thing still has 2, but then they have 2 things back to block. So we could band together this, and then they have to sack this to kill this. And we could still play something maybe? I mean, this gives them card advantage too, but I think we have the better position to utilize our card advantage. So here I think we just play a massive creature. I don't think white-green's good at dealing with that. I think I'm gonna use the one to pump this one more. Gotta draw a card here. They have like Prism or whatever. It's gonna be a little unfortunate, but now we can band together basically anything dead next turn and get out of Vraska, which is gonna be nice because Vraska is gonna put a lot of pressure on this, and so is this. But yeah, they might as well. I'm actually not too scared attacking into Flash Creature with this and band together. Active here. If this thing gets blocked and it becomes a 1/1, Rescuer Phoenix thinks is actually really good because then you can bounce it back and replay it at a higher power, or at least, you know, get his counters back. Removal for Ugin's Conjure would be bad here. No! Okay, well that's unfortunate. Because now they're going to tap him for 1, so it'd be nice to get some pressure on this. So we have 6 land, so we can't really double spell that well. Kimowu. Maybe Vraska is the thing to do. You can band together anything they play. Yeah, I think Vraska would be the thing to do here. I think it threatens things a little better here. And I want to leave a band together. And so if they go in and attack Vraska here with their Snare Spinner, you might have a decision to make, but I think Rescuer Sphinx can pick up one of these next turn and not feel too bad about it. This thing's going to probably get another card for them, which is a little bummer, but Rescuer Sphinx is going to draw us a card off Kiara, assuming it's still around. And we can band together anything they might play defensively for this. And if they just play one big creature, it's going to be more likely they leave back Snare Spinner. So, because then we're going to attack with this, and then they're going to want to have a blocker for this. If they use removal on this, we can get a little value out of it from banding together. But I don't think I would use it on the Snare Spinner here. It's unfortunate that they could flash in their creatures. We got to figure out a way to solve this Vivian. I think we'll be okay though. We band together this, they're just gonna flash in some blocker. But the thing they flash in might be way better than this. This uses our mana well. Nah, if we draw a land, no. Nah, I think it's fine. Okay, here we go. So what do we want to do here? We're definitely creating another 1/1 here. And so I think if we Sphinx here, we get to bounce our Vraska back to us, make this a 4/3 draw card, which is nice. And then we'll get in with our assassin. Maybe we should have played the Sphinx after they... Well, they're going to have to chump block with their snare spinner, or we can... just got sent a video. Oh, what is this? Oh yeah, I definitely want this. Oh my god, my friend sent me a video of their company just blowing tons of money on fireworks for a stupid little event. Okay, that's good. Now we go and let's attack Vivian with this. They're only gonna get to plus something next turn, which is nice. So we have another turn to kind of stop this from getting value out of it. They trade with their snare spinner here. I'm not gonna feel too bad. Okay. Okay, so we gotta be careful about this. So this thing is fighting this. So it fights. So it's gonna die no matter what they fight. So if they fight this token thing, I think I'm more than okay with it. And I'll leave up this band together, or I'll just replay Vraska. So they're fighting this. So I think we're gonna band together that. I want to keep my Sphinx alive. And then now they have to chump block this with Snare Spinner or Tulsamere. I think we're in a good position here. I like our board presence a little bit better. We got good value out of Vraska. We have a 4/3 flyer, and our Cure is still going to survive. And we can double spell next turn. Build up our board a bit more. I don't think we need the Centaur Nurturer, so I think we'll go Malwu into Vraska. So we don't draw anything too exciting. Here, if they minus this, they can no longer flash things in. They get one more card out of it. If they just plus onto this, really not that exciting for them. Can't really attack our Rescuer Sphinx into this, but we can send another assassin their way. These assassins are going to just get us a lot of card value over time. That's going to kind of counteract whatever card value they're getting this out of this. We draw another band together, we can remove their snare spinner and maybe attack him with their Sphinx and assassin to this, and then they could always flash something down. Oh, okay. Well, this is really nice. Now we don't have to worry about anything getting flashed in. Okay. This kind of makes me feel a lot better. They could drop some strong things here that we might not have good answers to, but I think over time we're going to have the advantage as long as Kira survives. Okay, so that's nice. We can, I think we want New Horizons on a forest here. Put this on here. And then we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. So we could double spell if we want to minus this. I think we might. Because we could protect it pretty well. I'm not going to attack with the assassin here. I'm going to keep this back to block. So I think I'm going to do this. Untap this land and then Vraska and get another defender out. So now we have the Rescuer Phoenix that can attack past the Snare Spinner. I might just send an army of assassins at them next turn. after we get this down to 1. Yura is, it'd be nice to draw another card off it, but I think it's done its job. Got on our board, caught up a bit. It's drawn us a card, I think. Yeah, 2 cards. That's definitely has been a positive force for our team. Okay, so they can dove in the flyer now, which is totally fine. Okay, that doesn't scare me at all. And they don't have good attacks here. Okay, it's a little unfortunate we keep on drawing land here, so I'm just gonna drop Mowu. And what do we do? We can threaten this with 1. They probably trade here. We threaten with 2. They trade here, and I think we threaten with 2. That was gonna slow us down a bit. And if they just start trading off their board, we have enough of a board presence to do work on them. Happy to trade off Central Nurturer for Crow Stingers. They send it in. I was like, I might just let Dobrin die. It's not really doing too much. And they need pressure on their board to get, I think Cura is, I mean, we don't have too many cards that draw off of Cura, but they don't know that. And to me, I feel like they can maybe deal with the board on hand here. But we just keep on drawing more cards. White green doesn't have a way to make up for that card draw, like I was saying last game. So I think Cura should be a decent priority for them, but I guess they don't. What could they do with a 2-1? Well, the 2-1 would have been a 3-2 with trample. We could still block this here. They could send in with this and this. This just bounces off. We can, yeah, I think I just do this actually. I want to keep the assassin around. Ugh, that's annoying. So if we send in here, I mean, this gets the trade for this. I think I'm now okay just holding this back and being a little patient here. We've drawn 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands against their possibly 7 to 10 lands. So we have more functional cards in our deck remaining. We have a card draw potential engine here. They should do that after combat if they're planning on attacking, because this can just block anything now. They clearly don't have removal for this, or else they wouldn't be wasting Dobrin on it. Okay, so they get to proliferate 1 more, but it still doesn't really add that much of a scary thing. That's nothing too exciting. Why you want to tap the 1 New Horizons land? Yeah, I think we just keep on holding back. This 2-1 doesn't really do much against this board at all. But I think we've got them held down a bit. Okay, that might be a real permanent. Another Bloomhole gets Dover another activation, but another 4/4 isn't that scary for us. We get 1 counter on Mowu, all of a sudden it can block these 4/4s no problem. And I think if we get a counter on Mowu, it's oh, they're gonna do it to the assassin. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. Because if they do this to assassin, we can still block, and then this flyer can get in and kill Dover next turn. So I think they're right to make the Rescuer Sphinx not be able to do damage. We know they have a Bloom Hulk, but adding a Bloom Hulk to this boulder isn't doing too much. They're just kind of stalling for finding something, so I'm wonder what they're looking for. Okay, this is another boring card for us. So we'll just play this out and pass. I don't really want to trade this assassin for their nurturer. I'm assuming that they're splashing for something though if they have nurturer. Maybe not. Nurture's still a solid card, even if you're not splashing. Like I said, I think we have a better chance of drawing more action in the short term because of how many lands we have compared to them. And they seem to have a lot of their beefier stuff out, and I guess so do we. It seems like they might have played a lot of their stronger cards out already. Well, we have a Tidebearer Giant, we still have Ral's Outburst, which would be not so good on this board, I guess. We have another island to draw, which is great. Well, eventually Dovin's gonna run out of juice here. They find removal for a Rescuer Sphinx. They could kind of start getting in a little bit. So we're not like definitely like way ahead or anything. I don't even think we're that ahead. They have 3 cards here. This might not even be a creature card they could play, because you can exile things face down with Vivian that aren't creatures, and they still look like that. So they had something to kill this Rescuer Sphinx. I think they would have just snapped that off immediately. Okay, so they give things trample this turn, which could mean these things are both going down. In which case, I won't throw too many things in front of them that I'm too scared about. Do I want to give up my Snare Spinner to keep Cure alive? I don't think so. Well, now it's definitely not happening. I think I want to... Alright, what profitable blocks can we make? We could kill that without trading anything, which is nice. This can eat the 5/3, which I think is better. And leave the 2/4/4s back. Then we can maybe still race in the air here. Oh wait, this thing gets the block. Oh, this way Cure still stays alive. I kind of like this a lot. This thing's not going to die. That's right. Let's do that. I don't think that was that great for them. So they threw away 2 creatures for an assassin, and they didn't kill Kiora. Oh, there we go. This is why we want to keep Kiora alive. That looks fine to me. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's just run this out. Proliferate here. I think I am gonna untap this just so we have Band Together up, and now that was a turn. Yeah. Okay. All right, we didn't mess up blocking. Look at that. That's why you want to keep Kiora alive in that situation when the board's kind of stalled. I think it's worthwhile, even if we had to throw away a Snare Spinner. Not for like a complete chump block, but if it was kind of leading to a 1-to-1 trade anyway, I think it would have been worth it. Because that's how you bust open a game like that. You don't do it by just slowly adding cards to the board. Sorry, have to respond. Logistical texts. Okay, it's a slow hand, but it's a good one. Weebee's Fish Tank. Okay, this card's not so great with what we have. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this could be a problem. But once we get New Horizon down, we can rouse Outburst to clear something on the board, and then we're... Okay, so they're stuck on land, which is nice. Definitely just New Horizons here. Throw it on Forest. Okay, the fact that they're stuck on land, we're going to have the card advantage, so we just have to stay alive. I mean, we can play Ward Scare Crocodile next turn. Well, maybe not. I'll be interested what they take. Honestly, no matter what they take, we're still in decent shape. I think it's going to be between Ward Scale and Rouse Outburst for them. Because Jin Yang isn't good without creature. Rescuer Sphinx isn't a great blocker. They're going to get us down to 16, but then we drop Ward Scale, we're good. Rouse Outburst, we can Burning Prophet get that way. And then they only have 3 power on board, and we maybe get another land for Tithe Bearer Giant to come down. Jin Yang isn't looking too good in this matchup, in this situation, but that's okay. Not an easy choice for them. I don't know what they have in hand, but to me, I think I would get the Ward Scale. Yeah. Band Together is nice that they don't know about it, but I think here we just browse Outburst on their turn. I think we do the Burning Prophet here. Because this 2-1 might be a problem eventually, but they're very far away on lands. Here, I don't think we need to draw more cards. I just would like to get this Tide Bearer down. That's going to draw more cards for us. It's going to be a pretty beefy body for them to have to deal with. They could have Omnixilis' Cruelty, which could easily deal with it. Spark Harvest can deal with it. I think this makes sense. Then we could double spell next turn. Because we'll have 7 mana, so we can Rescuer Sphinx and Band Together or Jin Yang. Yeah, it looks like they have removal. Shit. Okay. The next turn we might have to Rescuer Sphinx and then Band Together to kill this Spellgorger Weird, which is what we're gonna do. So let's do that. Obviously nothing too... Ooh. Yes, we will return that. That's actually pretty great. They have removal for this. It's still going to be kind of a pain because we don't have any actual creatures to play. Yeah, the Obnixilis got us good. But yeah, maybe since we drew a land anyway, maybe Jace's Triumph would be nice to have in hand right now, but we didn't know that was going to happen. They have Heartfire, we're dead. They just attack with both, and we got a block here. We might have Raska's Finisher, but we can't just take damage. Yeah. Okay, so now we gotta find something, or else we get dead. And that's that. Yep. That's unfortunate. Ugh. Okay, so we just happened to have a slow hand against a deck that was pretty aggressive. We almost stabilized there. We were close. I feel it. Okay, so we're 3-1. Not bad. Keep this rate up. We'll get 6 wins at least. Oh. It's a very like aggressive use of the Forest Guild symbol. Think about how big this monument to it is. I'm assuming these are like archways where people could stand and stuff, and it's like 3 or 4 of these. This thing's gotta be like 50 feet tall at least. A bit self-indulgent, I think. What is the deal? No one play Magic? Yeah, that's good. We need to find some land here, but we have our two main colors. We have a turn 2 play that can buy us some time. Our opponent better be playing Grixis. That's not Grixis color. You liar. We'll play Ugin's Conjured on turn 3 if we don't find anything else to do. Okay, it's gonna be one of those. I'm gonna like Cure better, because now if we find a land, we can get to draw a card off of it. Not being threatened. How many white-green decks are we gonna play against? Fine, they've gone well so far. Hey, come on, give us the land. Give us the land. Nice. Cool deal. Alright, so if they find a way to kill Ugin, Pegasus is slightly annoying. I think we're gonna just have to band together that this turn. And we're gonna do it before they attack. Oh, that's weird. Actually, wait. We have our snare spinner, so we will not do that. Do I want to untap a land and play Vraska then? I don't think so, because there's a good chance they can still get through. We'll be patient here. I like our board against theirs. If they want to swing with both of these just to get 2 damage into Cure, I'm more than okay with that. Okay, that's fine. So the Iron Bully's gonna get... Ooh, that is not okay. Okay, so... Now I think we band together this Iron Bully. This thing's gonna be a 4/4. No, maybe we band together as Trusted Pegasus. I think getting 2 counters here. So this is gonna be 4/4. 3/5's not scary. 3/3's not scary. 4/4 isn't too scary. I think we're okay here. I will double block this if they swing. We're going to be replacing our 4/4 next turn anyway. Okay, so I think we just play this and see what we draw. Move's nice. Play that land because we'll need it next turn. Now we just hang back here. Okay, so what happens here? I think we just double block this. How much can they really blow us out? They would have to have 2 combat tricks to make that happen. That's fine. So I trade a 4/4 non-menace for a 4/4 menace. That's nice. I kind of want to leave that up. So I think now we Vraska. Put this, and then we untap a land, so we have a Rouse Outburst up. Because we have our Paradise Druid. And we just just patient here. I think we got the long-term game plan happening. No point attacking with the Thundering Ceratok and hoping for a double block. We will double block, however. Okay, they had enough. Well, this is why I don't like white-green. It's not impressive. I understand people end up in it just because that's what looks open. They open a couple good cards, but overall, it just seems to be so weak. Unless you get the perfect curve. On curve, it's amazing, but I mean, you could say that almost about any deck. If you draw the perfect hand for any deck that you're playing, it's like, okay, sure. You're gonna run over the opponent most likely. I feel like other decks have a lot of tools to fight back from being behind, where white-green does not. Ugh. Nose is getting a little stuffed up. So tomorrow is, I live in San Francisco, and tomorrow is what is called Bay to Breakers. Bay to Breakers. So it means like San Francisco Bay to the breakers of the waves on the Pacific Ocean. And it's like a 7.2 mile run. And you should Google image Bay to Breakers. Some images might be not safe for work, fair warning, but this is kind of a bad hand. I think we mulligan this. This looks much better. We don't need the land. Okay. But basically it's a race where a bunch of people dress up and it's ridiculous. Lots of costumes, lots of shenanigans happening. So we have all of our land and colors and stuff that we need. We just need to black blue is scary to me. It has so much good value in it. Let's see. I think we this is a decent blocker. Gives us more access to the land. Thundrake's nice is when we can double spell. Well, that card is so damn good. Really scary too. Swinging with the Dreadmalkin, that's fine. Pollen Bright Druid. Yeah, actually Mowu here. And then Pollen Bright Druid onto it. Have all of our eggs in one basket kind of deal, but I mean if they have having a 2/2 on this board instead of a 5/5 with vigilance. They have removal, What are you gonna do? We have to kind of go all in. We're way behind on cards and they got the better board state here. Well, we're gonna sandbag that. And do I want to send Mowu in to open mana? What could they have? Omnixil's Cruelty would have killed it already. They could maybe pump this thing with like, might lead to a 2-for-1. I think this is how we win. I don't really want to thread in it. I don't really want to throw it to its death. I don't care if they, the more eggs they put in one basket, the better, because we have a lot of what the hell is that instant called? The green one, where 2 people deal damage equal to their power. I think for the same reason we will not attack in. It feels like they're trying to bait us. It really does. That's fine. Keep on growing your Malkin. High bear. Okay. Okay, well we need to not draw just lands. Our Dam Breaker would be good right now. Tide Bear obviously be good. Vraska would be pretty good on this board state. Hero would be fine if we draw into our 4-power creatures after that. The Crocodile would be fine. That's a bummer because now they get good attack. I think we triple block the Tide Bear if they offer, or triple block the Dreadmalkin. We get to kill 2 things, but I think this is going to be a problem for us if we don't deal with it. They're mostly tapped out here. There goes 2 of our sources for our splashes, though. Our red and our black, which is a little disconcerting, but well, we're not chump blocking yet, so let's get in for the 1 damage. I don't think we're winning this, but oh my god, we're definitely not. And there goes 2 of our good remaining cards. If we don't draw action here, I'm gonna punt. Okay. Okay, I've seen enough. So we go down to 9. Maybe we stabilize if we draw Dam Breaker. Maybe I shouldn't have given up, but just had a feeling that wasn't going to go well. Okay. Okay, I like this hand a lot. I forgot we had Skydiver in this deck. I haven't seen it since an earlier game. I'm gonna go Paradise Druid just so we have more mana to work with. Draw a land, we could drop Thunder Drake. Fine. I think I will just Pollen Bright here. Make it a 2/2. We can block a little better. If they want to get aggressive, I'd rather them use like Soren's Thirst or something on Pollen Bright over a Merfolk Skydiver, which could be a nice late game win condition. Okay, so that can start getting in, but I'm not going to be too concerned about that. Now we can drop our Thunder Drake. We're going to take 3 this turn, but we're 1 land away from Thundering Ceratok and only 2 away from Tidebearer Giant. We have a pretty strong hand here. We're 1 land away from Kurgan Crisis and Merfolk Skydiver. That would actually be a good turn, because then we can Kurgan Crisis this gets a counter. Throw it down. So I think we Skydiver here. Then we Kurgan Crisis this. And then I think we can win this race now. We can drop Thundering Ceratok next turn. We're gonna just take that if they want. Five, 4 is not really that scary for us. Ooh, maybe we just band together. We're winning in 2 turns in the air. I think I like band together here better than just throwing out blocker. Because if they tap out next turn, we can win with just a proliferate onto both of these. So let's just do this. They might tap out to remove a blocker to get in for lethal or something. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Doesn't really attack past our things. We can't lose the Paradise Druid here. I think I'm just gonna trade this here. I think we band together this, and I just don't want to take damage. I don't have an instant. This trades. We get to proliferate next turn if they tap for something here. They have 4 mana with all the colors, so there we go. Okay, cool. Might be a little risky if they found removal for one of these, but we still had a pretty good clock, and then our ground was going to be strong because then we could drop one of these guys. Nice. Okay. That was a good turn. And you gotta be careful how you sequence these things. You really gotta think about it. You want to make sure you get your counters on everything before the proliferate trigger happens. The way you do that is you drop your Merfolk. That's spell number 1. You put a counter on it, and then you play the proliferate card. That's spell number 2. Drake gets a counter. The card lets you put a counter on something first. When we put it on our Druid, and then you get to proliferate. And so if you mess up that order a little bit, a much less impactful turn. Okay, I like this. We have Skydiver into Vraska. We're on the draw. Find a little bit more action, hopefully. Land is not bad unless they have removal. I don't want to see red right here, actually. Then they have lots of cheap removal that's going to be good against our Merfolk. Skydiver. Maybe they kept a one-lander. Ooh. Doubtful. Yeah, that's a good one, but not too bad. Okay, so we're going to need to find our land at some point. So as long as I don't have a hyper-aggressive deck, we have some really strong cards in our hand here. Plus this kind of begs for removal. This is such a scary card to play against. Okay, that's fine. We will not be blocking, so let's get in. It sucks that we don't have... We probably have to play Vraska and kind of just give up on keeping it alive. Just get our one token out of it and absorb some damage, unfortunately. But I don't think we can survive without playing something next turn. Okay, that's actually not too bad for us. Vraska's gonna get a little better now. This thing is still not blocking. I don't care if Vraska's dies. Because if they have removal for this, they have to attack with both things to try to get in here. They have removal for this. Thing's dead anyway, and then I have to chump block. Okay, so if they attack with both here, I think we kill the Eternal Taskmaster. Now that they both give lethal. We have some big things to double block with this. I think they can buy things back. Now we can kill Jae Young, which is nice. And still drop a 4/5, which can block. So now I think we're pretty good here. This thing can be a source of card advantage for them, but we're gonna start hitting them pretty hard in the air. So I'm feeling pretty good about this, you know? I hope I'm not mumbling. Okay, Tide Bear is fine. We're gonna have our own at some point here. And we have a better blocker in Curus. That's nice to find. So we're gonna do this first because this will get an extra counter on it. They have to find removal for this, which makes it unlikely that they're gonna find removal for this and this. Did they miss? Okay, they blinked on that. Nice. Okay, now we can attack with the Dam Breaker. Which is nice. I think we'll just go for face. Because if they're going to double block, we can band together one, then eat the other one. They're going to have an empty board here. We don't get the double spell if that happens, but... I guess if we attack with... Nah, this gives them more incentive to double block. Okay, and now even if they find a 4-drop and find something to get to draw a card and stuff, it's 4 drops cost X amount of mana. They can only probably get 1 down at most. And then we have some pretty beefy things threatening them, so I'm not too worried about Kiora in this instance. Looks like they're looking in their graveyard, so they might have Aid the Fallen, in which case they can get back a Tide Bearer but not play it. They have a land they could play it, and then they get to draw one, but now we're just threatening lethal if we leave up mana and attack with both, so they're going to have to chump block this. Oh, actually, no. Now they're just dead, because This deals 1. All right, nice. Good stuff. Okay, well, we're positive on gems no matter what happens, so that's always nice. But I want to get closer to mythic, so loses hurt still. Loses, losses. Yeah, idiot says loses. Anyway, baby breakers tomorrow. It's awkward because it's a race, so it starts early. And so people who are actually running line up at 6:45 or something. But you know, it's like a spectacle to see because everyone's dressing up and there's people running, and it's like ridiculous costumes. I guess we'll keep this. We need to find some land, but we have a 2-drop to stall the board a little bit. I'm not feeling super positive about this starting hand. Needs a little bit of help. That is helpful. We get our Thunder Drake out at least, and we have good things to ramp into, assuming we find fixing. But anyway, house parties start like 8:30, 9 a.m. and it's rough because usually people start drinking that early, and then day drinking turns into night drinking, and then it becomes this whole mess. And then no one's gonna remember the finale of Game of Thrones. Is basically what's gonna happen, which is probably good at this point considering how the season's going. Mowu is actually nice. I think I'm gonna do this over Thunder Drake. It can attack into this board. We can maybe set up a double block where we band together and they die. They could have removal for this, another 3, another Jaya's greeting or something, but that messes 2. Okay, so this is gonna work out well. So now I think we attack with this. This has trample, they double block, we fight this. Kill this, yeah. They're gonna get one more activation out of Angrath, but it's not gonna survive here. Or, I mean, it's not gonna survive if they do. Oh, that is surprising. I mean, I know we were telegraphing something, but it's... Yeah, I guess maybe they don't want to block into it unless they have open mana. Alright, we're gonna have to band together this thing to death. 3/3 is not too scary for us at the moment. It can attack into us, but I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, I think we just can't let this keep going. Actually, what's the difference? They're only proliferating one thing. Let's just get the flyer out and pass. Then we can get some pressure in the air. And maybe if we draw a small drop, we can band together and... It's just scary if they have multiple things with counters on them, but right now they're just growing a zombie army, which we can easily band together pretty effectively, even if it gets pretty big. So I don't think it's super crucial to get Evolution Sage off the board right now. If they drop something else that has counters, that kind of changes the equation, but at most they're going to only have 1 activation off of it before we band together the following turn. And so I am not too concerned. Finding land for Tidebearer would be good. Not land, but one of our fixing sources would be pretty sweet, especially if it's New Horizons and we can pump Mowu. Oh. I want to say Lament is gone, but there's an N in there, extra N in there. We're going to play this a little patient, I think. I don't want to throw away either of these creatures. 2 or 3/3 vanilla. That's gonna grow a little bit, but not a big deal. Okay, that still just proliferates the 1. Maybe they start getting in. We just not going to be a race that we're going to win. I think we do just trade here. They can't affect it if they have a pump spell. Oh, I forgot green has pump spells. That's okay. Well, now we're not looking so good. I might keep this back to block. Yeah, I might have to double block something now. Okay. Damn it. I just thought they were okay making that trade. So it wasn't that suspicious of an attack. Maybe it would have been... Yeah, I think we need to band together this now, actually. Actually, no. Well, this could be a 5, but we can't... Yeah, I think we could respond to a land drop. Because this trigger will go on the stack, and then I think now we kill it. They have another pump spell. I mean, what are we supposed to do here? Or removal spell. This game got it away from us. Yeah. Okay. Well, now we're dead because now they can basically swing with everything and. Ugh. That's unfortunate. The giant growth into the band together into the 2 cards that we can't cast is a problem. Oh well. Still successful draft. 6 or 7 wins in one of these ranked drafts is a success to me because you get your gems back, and that's kind of the cutoff I use. But anyway, that was a fun one. Proliferate's always a good deck. I don't think we had many bombs per se. We just had a well-constructed deck. I hate that I can't bring it up right now. I'm sure you all remember what was in there. The Merfolk Skydiver? No, what it's called. Did some work. Kyoro was really good in a couple of games. Some of our high-end creatures were just kind of beefy, dumb ground creatures, but they did their task. And Vrasco was good in, I think, 2 games, I remember. So anyway, that was a fun deck. I'll claim my prize here, and I'll say thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, follow Floaterman, Twitch TV, and I'll catch you all next time. See you.